Hi, everybody. Sorry for background noise today. My entire family is home right now, including the dog. There's going to be background noise. And I couldn't do this earlier because I was at an amazing book launch of a friend. So, hi. I want to talk about something that I was talking a little bit about in my mastermind today, the Soul on Fire Collective, or Soul on Fire Mastermind. And that is the 4 steps of manifestation. And I'm really going to talk about the first one here because it's the crucial one, and it's the one that most of us mess up, including myself. We all do this. Here's the very first crucial step, and then I'm going to go into what it looks like when we get it wrong and what it looks like when we get it right. So the very first crucial step of manifesting anything that you want in your world is actually knowing what it is that you want. It's seeing the vision. It's recognizing your desires. What do you want? What do you want it to look like? What do you want it to feel like when it's here? What is the vision of what you want? And so where most of us get this wrong is we don't hold the vision. We don't hold the frequency of the vision. We don't hold the energy of the vision. What does that actually mean in real life terms? It means we don't stay excited about it. We don't stay excited about the vision. We don't stay excited about what's alive for us, what's possible for us, what we could bring in. Instead, we're focused on what is. And what is right now, everything that what is in your life is here from a previous thought. It's here from a previous manifestation. It's here from a previous vision, right? Like let's take this room, for example, that I'm in. I had a vision for the office, and it's not even really fully realized, and it never will be, but I had a vision for this office of what I wanted it to look like in terms of like what I want it to look behind me on a Zoom. It used to look very different. And what is right now around me is from a past vision, right? And so if I'm focused on that instead of like how I would like it to look, and I'm just using this office as an example, if I'm focused on that instead of how I would want it to look, I'm going to be in this like, meh, it could be better, right? But when we are focused on the vision, when we are holding the vision as if it were already here, then that's when it materializes. That's when it comes into manifested form. And it can't not come into manifested form because you holding the vision, you holding the thought for it, you holding the subconscious imprint for it is what brings it into conscious reality, right? Everything starts as a thought, everything. And so my piece of this is always the subconscious, the somatic, the soul level. What does your subconscious believe to be true about what it is that you're manifesting? I'm going to put that aside for just a moment. So when we are doing this correctly, when we are holding the vision correctly, the way that we know that we're doing this correctly is we're excited. That's it. And it doesn't have to be like a jumping up and down, turning cartwheels kind of excitement. It can be like low key, like kind of chill, kind of calm excitement. It can be like peaceful kind of excitement about the thing that we're hoping to bring into our lives. And I'm saying thing, but it can also be intangibles, things like more peace, things like more love, things like more joy, right? Stay in the excitement of what that feels like. And if you can hold that excitement, if you can hold the joy of the thing that you're hoping to bring into your life for, let's say, more than 50% of your day, only has to be 51% of your day, then it's going to manifest for you. So if you're right now hoping to fill your client roster, you're hoping to fill your launch, you're hoping to have enough people buy your books, have enough people buy your speaking gigs, right? Whatever it is you're hoping to expand into. Are you holding the excitement of that? Are you holding the vision of that? Most of us don't, right? We let it go. We get focused on what is versus what could be. And it is only in what could be that the excitement holds any juice. And I wish this weren't true. Like when I first heard this concept for myself, I was like, well, that's pretty messed up, right? It can't just be what could be that gives me any excitement. And it's not, right? We get to be excited about what is life also. But I'm going to ask you, if there's something that you want to bring into your life, to focus on that vision more than you normally would. Give it 51%. Give it some joy, give it some juice, and see what shows up. And the reason I am invested in asking you to do that is because I lost the vision last year, got pretty depressed. I've talked about this a little bit. Went into this huge existential crisis. The world is dying, which I still believe. But I've come to a different level of peace with it. And what that different level of peace brought back for me was the vision. What do I want? What do I want in my business? And it looks very different than what it used to look like. But what do I want? And what do you want? What do you really, really want? The question that I posed in my mastermind today, which I got from Amanda Francis, is if nobody would get mad, what would you want? If nobody would get mad, what would you see in your world? It can be really eye-opening to journal around that. So when I lost that vision last year, I knew that I only wanted to do things that were fun for me, that I wanted to stop caring so much about what other people think. And this is an ever spiraling thing, right? Like it's not just one time. We're always working on that. But I had lost my joy around programs that I really wanted to launch. And so Quantum Bliss, the program that starts next week, which is an 8-week group coaching program with me where we go into the really deep esoteric pieces of the quantum. We'll be teaching you laws of quantum physics and how they relate into metaphysics, which is the work we do. And I had lost my vision. And so it felt very gray. It felt very foggy. It felt very like, what is the point? And if you are in that space, if you are feeling like things are good, but they're not amazing, and I don't even know what amazing could look like for me, this is your spot. So on the one hand, we are doing the really deep work in connecting with the quantum field, in connecting with the field of infinite possibility. But it is my responsibility that you walk out of there with 100% clarity around your vision, 100% clarity around your next steps. Because step 3 in the manifestation process, and I'm not going to get into all of it, but step 3 in any manifestation process is taking energy, is taking action from the energy of it already being here. Which is part of what we're doing, which is part of what's happening when we enter into the quantum field, which is all around us all the time. So it's not like we're not in it right now. We are always in the field of infinite possibility. But this is a process and a practice that allows you to drop into the quantum field and remain there so you can really solidify that vision so that it starts to show up in your outer reality. And so if you are a thought leader, a way shower, a light bringer, a person with a bigger message to share, but you're like, I just haven't been able to get it out there. I haven't been able to put words around it. I haven't been able to frame it. I haven't been able to share it with others. I'm in a space of spinning, and the vision is not even clear. If that's you, you need to be in quantum bliss. You need to be there with us. It's only $597. This is the most accessible program I've done in a long time. It's going to be the most accessible program I do this year. It is the cost of a single session with me, and you get me for your own personal abundance activation session. It's a 90-minute session with me in which you get a recorded hypnosis at the end, and we work on limiting beliefs around abundance. Work on the biggest limiting belief around abundance that shows up in my work, which is I can't truly do what I love and make amazing money from that. Right? I can't truly just show up in the ways that I want to show up and make amazing money from that. I can't just truly show up on one platform and make amazing money. Right? All of those belief systems that we have created in 3D reality that aren't actually true. We're unraveling those and releasing those with the power of the quantum field. And I know that the word quantum gets overused in the coaching industry. I know that. And it is really possible to step into a space of infinite possibility, to step back into a space of expansion. And I know that because that was my own journey, right? I had to remember what it looked like to come back into infinite possibility. What does that look like when you really have the whole roof blown off for you? When you really have no limits to what it is that you can do, no limits to how you can show up, no limits to what your business gets to look like now, right? And we are seeing in real time right now how reality is crumbling, how someone's reality might be 100% different from yours, and you're living in the same world, right? You're living right next door to your next door neighbor who believes something entirely different from you. The thing is, that has always been true. That's always been true. Everyone is creating their own reality all the time, right? Literally, I believe very different things than my next door neighbor does. And the one on that side too, right? We all believe different things about the world and the way the world works. And that, again, that has always been true. But for you, what I want you to be able to step into in Quantum Bliss is the space where there are no limits to what I can do. And if that means I want to take Fridays off and only work 4 days a week, cool. If that means I want to start a new program for people that looks like X, but I don't even know what X is yet, cool. If that means I really want to host my own retreat, cool. If that means I want to write my own book, cool. We're here for all of it. And this is the space where the lid is blown off, where the roof is blown off, where you get to say, anything is possible again. Because we forget that. Our human nature is to contract again. And I'm here for your fullest expansion. So whatever you've been spinning with in your business, this is your space. This is your space to truly expand into the infinite. That's why it's called Quantum Bliss. The practices that we're doing are backed up by science and research, and I'm really excited to share this with you guys, and I hope that you will join us. Like I said, this is the most accessible way to work with me this whole year, probably ever. So get your butt in there. Want to see you in there. Love you guys. Have an amazing rest of your night.